Okay, guys, so in the beginning of June, around Father's Day, we saw a whole new division to Kendra Scott, and that is Scott Bros. And it has her sons incorporated in it, and I think that's a beautiful thing. I love seeing the kids get involved within a family business. They released bracelets, and a lot of them I actually like for me. But let's see how successful and if it's worthy for the men. As always, even if it's for a men's line, I am going to discuss what drapes my ears. This is a Kendra Scott vintage chandelier that to this day I don't know the name of. So if you happen to know the name, drop it in the comments. I would love to know. It is actually beautiful, stunning, with mother of pearl, clear, and the peridot. Love it, love it. But that's not what this is about. This is about the men's line. And I have to say, I actually like a lot of it for myself. As you guys know, in the past, trying to find bracelets, they always tend to be a little more on the petite side for my wrists. So I haven't been able to really enjoy the bracelet line for Kendra Scott. I got really super duper excited when I saw that they were going to release the men's line because I was optimistic, thinking, wow, they're going to make this for a men's frame. Means it might be a little bit bigger and I can enjoy it. Sure enough, my wishes came true. They're stunning. There's a lot of stunning pieces in this line. We actually get to see beautiful stone like the agates. Love it. I mean, we're talking about something I wish I had in a Harlow. Orange banded. I have been begging for this. I want this, please. I want it in Danielle's and Elle's, and I want it in Harlow. Even do the Harley for those who can't enjoy a Harlow because it's too big. This is such a fun bracelet, and I love it. So this is as tight as it goes. I usually don't get to do that on a Kendra Scott bracelet. I usually have to go for the loosest setting, the biggest setting. So this is so exciting. It is just a pull. Love it. And you pull it on and off. So it's really big. I can enjoy it to have it down the arm a little bit and just do wonderful arm candy for myself. So for a female, it was totally successful. Was it successful for a male? So I went ahead and I asked my husband and my 14-year-old son what they thought. And unfortunately, the whole entire line, they poo-pooed. They felt it was more on the feminine side for them and that it was something they wouldn't go for. Even the all metal pieces and the leather, it just wasn't something that was attractive to them. And what was really surprising is my husband, who's 6'1", it fit his wrists on a tighter side, but it fit. My son, who is 6'2" and only 14 years old, couldn't even get him on. I mean, he's that John Wayne. Both of my boys are John Wayne, even my youngest one. My husband and my oldest son, they're that John Wayne, just perfect, real, bold statured men. So I was really excited though, because I really thought, I really love this leather. And we'll get into the specifics, but I really love this leather. And I thought that it would work great for them, especially for my son, who was at that age. And I thought it would be fun for him to have at school and stuff. But none of this, didn't matter the material, the design, none of it really was attractive to him. And actually, he begged me to get it off as soon as possible. So that was sad. This one, couldn't even get it on. I mean, we tried and we couldn't. So, and I didn't want to break or damage these bracelets. So that was a bummer. So is it a full success for men? I don't know. I think it's really going to be one of those collections at this point. It really determines on the man himself. A lot of men like my husband, are in a trade, and in the trades you can't wear jewelry. So I think that's going to take a lot of the consumer base away. I think and this is my opinion, I think a lot of the collection is going to be acquired by women. I think a lot of the women are going to wear it. I think it's going to be a small amount of men who buy it, but I think it's going to be majority of women to enjoy the collection, because it is a beautiful collection and I certainly appreciate it for myself. I'm just not so sure it's a success with the men. But, you know, who's to say? Each is their own, and, you know, tomato. Everyone has opinion, everyone has different tastes. I would have liked to seen maybe something where it was like a wrap, like the L wrap bracelet that we have for women. I think that would have been stunning with the obsidian, that gold obsidian as a stone. I think that it would have been really pretty too. And a bigger wrap makes it easier for men's size wrists, because I think they vary significantly compared to women. But let's get in and I'll show you and get down to details on all these bracelets, and I'll tell you which ones I'm going to keep. I want to start off with the Beaded Bracelet, and that is the ones that came in all stone. We had beautiful, beautiful colors. I mean, we have black banded agate. We have agate. I know I always say it wrong, guys. Orange banded agate. We have lapis. We have just array of beautiful colors. Here's the lapis. Look at this. Look at the gore. Oh. Now, this orange is beautiful and it has some banding in it, but I saw the pictures on Kendra Scott's advertisements, and there was just some that were just so much more richer with that thick white banding. Love that. I want that in a Harlow, please. You know, here's a BBA, black banded, and it's pretty, but it doesn't have as much white band that I like to see personally. But that might fancy a man who wants to be a little bit more subtle, so I can appreciate that. And then you have, you know, your more of your manly kind of colors, you know. Look at this, that turquoise. And then this is a mix, and I like that. And actually it matches my dress. These, though, did come with a heftier price tag than we get as females, which actually is kind of surprising, because when you look at men's like clothes and stuff, their clothes tend to be a little bit more affordable than us women. We usually pay a lot for our clothes and shoes and accessories, and theirs is a little bit cheaper. But it was the reverse on this. Some of them had a pretty hefty price tag. Now these Beaded bracelets were only $78, and I say only because I think that's a really good price for stone. You're getting beautiful stone. It's just, and it's got a little weight to it. The quality, I love it. It's versatile, easy to put on. You don't need to have that little bracelet helper that you get on Amazon. You can do it all yourself. Look, I'm putting it on as we're talking. It's super easy to do. It's flexible. You can wear it in so many different styles for us girls. So I really think that the price tag and for what you get is very reasonable. I wouldn't mind seeing these stones for us girls, but again, it could be unisex in my opinion, and I think it was a very beautiful choice and a great first start for the men's collection. Love it. I would love to have, if I had the coins to do it, just have like a ton of these and just arm candy the heck out of it. I think it would be so much fun, and to have like multiple of each one. But I'm a mom, I'm a working mom, and I don't have that kind of coins. So, but you know, there's so many options. You just have your choice and your budget. But I love it. I think it was a great success. I think it's very unisex and versatile for all. But we also had a few more pieces. They only did bracelets, and I'm kind of curious to see where this is going to go from here. You know, bracelets is a great start, But are they going to get into necklaces? Are they going to do rings? I'm kind of curious to see what their intent is on this men's line and the palette, because, you know, men's palettes tends to be a little bit different. But are they going to push that envelope? You know, things are changing in our society. So, you know, are they going to stick with the more cookie cutter idea of what should be for a men's line, or are they going to bounce out of that and kind of go ahead and venture into something a little bit more bold and pushing that line? I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. But let's get on to the other bracelets that came in this collection. Yes, you see it. So this is the back, and it's all in sterling silver, and it actually had a pretty hefty price tag to it, and I was really surprised. $198 for this. That's really expensive. I mean, if you think about it, the Leighton necklace that's all metal in Summer 3 in my previous video is $198, and that's that beautiful heavy. But then they do this really simplistic chain back man's bracelet in all sterling silver for $198. I was blown away on some of the prices. I think that this was extremely extravagant for what this is, and it's just a chain. So I was disappointed on this one for sure. I mean, it's cute and it looked cute on my wrist, and if it was in the 78 to 88 range, I think it would have been pushing it, but still affordable, because it's got some weight to it. It's got a lot of versatile to it. You can wear it with a lot of things. I just think that $198 is a little on the insulting side for a bracelet. And it was just this one. No other colors. I got everything, guys. I got one of everything, just so we could be really fair and take a look at everything and assess it. But again, this Beck, $198, I think is way too expensive. And unfortunately, it's small. I mean, it fit my wrist a little on the tight side. So for a man, it's going to not work. If you have a man with wrists that are bigger than yours, it's not going to work, unfortunately. It runs on the smaller side. So let's see what else we have. So we got a smaller beaded bracelet, and it also came in the BBA, all the same color stones that we just saw in the Cade. We got in this more of like a petite bead, not so round, a little bit more slick. It's super cute, and I like this. And it is $68. That is a great price. The others were $78. And again, it's just it's a tie. You can push it in, you know, pull it. Super easy to maneuver. Has a lot of room for a man. You can have it all different lengths. You know, this is the biggest setting on it. So as you can see, it's pretty darn big. We got tiger's eye in it. How gorgeous is that? Now, we didn't see the tiger eye in the Cade, so they did add a tiger's eye. But here are... you didn't get it in orange banded. You know, here's the 4 colors right here. $68. Yeah, I can go for that. I love it. Lighter weight than those stones. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. And again, I think this is just as good for women as it is for men. So there is no exclusion. It's for all. Everybody's included. So I think this was another success. So far it's this and that Cade, that Beck chain, no. But we have a couple more, and let's see if those are just as much of a success as the 3 we've seen. I got it on. Oh, and you're going to see my little Roxy girl there. Sorry, guys. She is stuck to me like glue. She is a mama's girl. So here is the Evans corded bracelet. It came in these 3 styles. You got the brown, blue, and black. Stunning. I love it for us women. I don't think it's just for a man. Look how good it fits on my wrist. I mean, it is stunning how it feels. It's really cool too because these clasps are really awesome to deal with. They're easy. You just hit a button and pop it goes. You know, you hit the button and pop it goes. Super easy to handle. And then I'll show you up close. Right here. Come on, come on, come on, camera. Work. See, you just put it in. Boom, it tightens. And then you just go ahead and boop, boop. So really, really, really easy. The clasps here are sterling silver. And then on this gorgeous black leather one, it is actual vermeil, which, to remind you, is sterling silver with a gold layer. So very gorgeous. What's not so gorgeous is the price tag. This one is a hefty price. I mean, we're at $98. That is pretty hefty. I mean, it is leather. I think more of the money, of course, is in this clasp. So to each is their own. For me, I think it's getting a little pricey for me. I think it's cute and I adore it, and I think it would be great arm candy, but I think we're pushing the envelope. With a coupon code, we're on it. As it is, retail, I can't justify that. It's just too much for what we get. Remember, that's how I always think. What are we getting? Is it going to be durable, longevity? I'm not so sure. Leather is a long-lasting thing, but leather also fades and gets that wear on it. So that's something you're going to have to decide. For me, it's kind of, I'm a little on the edge on it. I don't think I can do it at the current price that it is. So, but we have two more. So let's see what's in store. So we got a Hicks wrap bracelet, which basically to me looks just like a wreath, what we're used to. I actually think you could wear it as a choker if you wanted to. It fits very, fits very lovely as a choker for a female. I think it's got versatility. I'll tell you what, it does have a hefty price tag, and that's $128. That's pretty significant. But you can get multiple uses, so it's not just a bracelet. It is a collar too, a collar necklace. So just like our wreaths that we see, it has that really strong magnet, and then you just wrap it. See, it's kind of loose for me as a bracelet. It could go down here a little bit. This one didn't fit like a wrap for my guys, so we couldn't get it around the second time. So it was a no-go on my boys and my family. For me, it works. Usually the wreath bracelets have never worked for me in the past, so it is kind of fun to be able to participate in that look. I do like it. Again, it's $128 though. And it's rubber beads. That's a significant amount of money. I mean, you have a beautiful clasp. It's really pretty. I mean, the design is awesome. It's got two uses, but it's rubber beads on string for $128. So, I'm not saying that it's not a success. I think they did a beautiful job on some choices. I think at the bottom, at the end of it all, is the price. So it's not so much the design, the material they use, that kind of stuff. It's not, I'm not poo-pooing that. It's just the price point. I think it was a really hefty price, $128 for rubber beads. And that's it. Otherwise, I adore it. So I wish that the price point was a little bit more in the affordable range. I don't know of a male in my life, even speaking about friends, cousins, that would pay $128 for this. So that excludes them. And then it's, will the female consumer buy it? I know for someone who is religious and loyal to Kendra Scott, I'm not so shied away from the higher price points because I get it. But for this, I am. So I would not purchase it for $128, which is a real bummer because, like I said, I really love it. I could wear it as a choker, and I actually get to participate with that wrap look of a bracelet. So it's just a bummer because if it was a little bit more, if it was less than $100, not even less than $100, we have to be like, I think $78 would be pushing it. I think that would be the max. That's the cap for me. I mean, that's real pushing it. I mean, I'd have to be, you know, night shopping delirious at 78. But if it was, maybe I would have bought it for myself to keep. But unfortunately, that price point's just too unrealistic for me on what you get. So, all right, we only have one more, and let's see how that turns out. So the final bracelet that we have is called a Kenneth cord bracelet. Has a sterling silver clasp. I have it here in the black and this beautiful brown color. And I'm just, the clasp is pretty darn tight, so it kind of can be a little hard to get this string through, but it's beautiful. It is fun. It's simple of a statement piece. It's paracord, like we just saw with our women's line. It's $88. And that is upsetting to me because it's cord. It's cord with just a few clasps, silver clasps, sterling silver clasps. There's no stone. There's nothing else to it. It's just cord. I feel like any of us could go down to a craft store, buy the paracord, buy some clasps, and there we go. There's no bedazzling. There's no stone. It's just paracord. I appreciate the style of it. I appreciate the concept. I appreciate it even as a bracelet. I like it. I think it's great. I don't appreciate the price. And that's, again, with this whole collection, with that exception, I think the all stone ones actually were pretty reasonable price for stones compared to cords. They were out of the range on the pricing for this. Oh, and also it didn't fit my guys' wrists. You know, it fits mine perfect. My boys, nope, didn't work. Wasn't successful. I couldn't even clasp it. So it's not that, you know, again, it could go for men or women. Checkbox for pro. Do I like the designs? Checkbox for pro. Do I like the material? Checkbox pro. Do I like the price? Checkbox con. And that's just, this sums it up. I think it would have been much more successful at price points that were attainable for all of us. Especially during these times. I mean, again, we're coming off a really hardship of a year last year. A lot of people lost their jobs. There's a lot of influx in our economy. So it's hard to promote and push at those kind of price points for what you get, especially when some people are having a hard time putting food on their table. So I appreciate it. I think the collaborations with their kid, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that her sons were highly involved in it. Kudos to them. Congratulations, you boys. You guys came up with great concepts. I think it was the miss was on the price point and what you're charging the consumer, and that's it. Otherwise, I would have bought everything and would have kept everything for myself. So, but I hope that we get to see more. I'm kind of curious to see where the brand's going to go. And hopefully I get to review Scott Bros. I'll tell you what I do like, though. The box is killer, and so are the bags. Let me go get those and show you. So I love the bags. They're more burlap. Totally dig that. Love it. And I would love to have their funky ones that they couldn't use to send it to me so I can make some pillows out of it. See, these bags got value more so than just a dust bag for jewelry. But then also, look at the box. I know, my camera does it backwards for the names and stuff. But look at how cool this box is. Got the QR code. Love it. I love the box. I'm keeping the box. I think it's great. You could put bobby pins in there to help keep things organized. I use my Kendra Scott boxes, so it's just not a box. It's got lots of use for it. So, all right, guys, until next time, I hope to review Scott Bros Jewelry again. Like I said, if you have any ideas, suggestions, or just want to talk, comment below. Love it. Please remember to like and subscribe so then that way the channel can grow and I can start doing fine jewelry. I so really want to do that for you guys. I so really want to do that for you guys. All right. I hope you're all healthy and happy, and I'll see you later. Bye.